सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ नमो भगवते वैवस्वताय मृत्यवे ब्रह्म विद्याचार्याय नचिकेतसे च।
Guruji, your video went off.
Oh. Mantra number 11. Mantra and Bhaashyam. Tam yogamiti manyante
Mam yogamiti manyante
sthiram indriya dharanam
sthiram indriya dharanam
apramattastada bhavati
apramattastada bhavati
yogo hi prabhavapyayo.
yogo hi prabhavapyayo.
Bhaashyam. Tam idrishim tad avastham
Tam idrishim tadavastam
yogamiti manyante
yogamiti manyante
viyogam eva santam
viyogameva santam
sarvanartha samyoga
sarvanartha samyoga
viyoga lakshana
viyoga lakshana
hi ayam avastha yoginah
hi ayam avastha yoginaha
etasyam
etasyam
hi avasthayam
hi avasthayam
avidya avidya adhyaropana
avidya adhyaropana
varjita
varjita
swarupa pratishtha atma
swarupa pratishtha atma
sthiram indriya dharanam
sthiram indriya dharanam
sthiram achalam
sthiram achalam
indriya dharanam
indriya dharanam
bāhyantah karanānām
bahyantah karananam
धारणम इत्यर्थः।
dharanam ityarthah. धन्यवादः गुरुजी।
So we saw this mantra last time. So in mantra number 9, Yama had said that avyaktat paraha, that alingaha which was mentioned in 8, how I can know that? How one can know that? Then he says, Krida manisha manasabhikliptaha. Well, the mind has to be brought to rest, at least brought to command, not to rest. Mind is going independently, it seems, all over. So one has to have command over the mind. So Hrida Manisha. And once you use that kind of a mind, Then Amritaha te bhavanti was said in mantra number 9. Then in 10, Tadarthaha yogaha uchyate. Look at all the Sambandha Bhaashyam. Sambandha Bhaashyam is key. And for that, how do I get that kind of a mind? Then yogaha uchyate was mentioned. So Nididhyasanam, two types of Nididhyasanam we talked about. Samadhi Abhyasa Rupa Nididhyasanam and Brahmabhyasa Rupa Nididhyasanam. Samadhi Abhyasa means having studied the Shastram. Nididhyasanam is always after studying the Shastram. Before studying the Shastram, if I do Nididhyasanam, what will happen? It will only be repetition of some mantras, Mahavakyas. Aham Brahmasmi, Soham, Soham. Okay, Tattvamasi, Tattvamasi. Like that, I'll keep on repeating. But I won't know. It's like repeating. Suppose I ask you, let's do a meditation for half an hour. E is equal to mc square, E is equal to mc square, E is equal to. We will do, we'll get, mind will become calm. It will become calm. No doubt, guaranteed. Okay, it will become calm. And that too, Einstein and all is coming. So you feel good that this mantra is, it will become calm. So what will happen? It will give you a false sense of some accomplishment. Other than the calmness of mind, it won't give anything. Previously, I was ignorant of the general theory of relativity. After a lot of meditation, what will happen? I'll still be ignorant of the general theory of relativity. So we have to be very careful. So Samadhi Abhyasa also done after Shravan, when the Shastra is clearly understood. You bring those mantras into the fore. Kshetrajnanchapi mam vidhi. Suppose the thing is brought out, then the Arthaspuranam happens. Arthaspuranam. So that is the purpose of Nididhyasanam. Therefore, Samadhi Abhyasa is one type of Nididhyasanam. Another type is what? Brahmabhyasanam. Brahmabhyasa means what? Shravanam, continuing Shravanam and continuing teaching also. Tat Kathanam, Tat Chintanam cha, we saw that. Anyonyam Tat Prabodhanam, Yetadeka Paratvam cha, Brahmabhyasam Vidur Buddha. We saw that also. Okay, that was introduced in Shloka 10. Then in 11, further, similar continuation of Nididhyasanam, Tam Yogam Iti Manyante, Sthiram Indriya Dharanam. That senses and mind, Indriya Dharanam, when they are in one place, they've settled down. They've settled down in this state of Nididhyasanam. Tam idrishim tadavastam yogam iti manyante. Bhaashyam. That particular exercise, which has resulted in a state where the sense organs are all quiet and the mind is ready to take whatever occupation I give the mind, okay, that tam yogam iti manyante. This is where we were last time. And we studied the Bhaashyam of Sthiram Indriya Dharanam. So Bhahyantah Karananam Dharanam iti arthaha Achalam. Okay, the later portion of the mantra, first half we saw that. Sthiram Achalam, unmoving. And the mind is ready to take instructions. Okay. And then Tam Yogam iti manyante Viyogam eva santam. I hope you remember that discussion. Viyogam eva santam. Hey, this thing is called yoga, but really speaking, there is nothing, no two things coming together at all. Because yoga means general meaning is yujyate. So you have to get attached to something. Okay, that is the literal meaning of yoga. And often they say Jiveshwara Aikyam means Jiveshwara Yoga. Jiva is merging with Ishvara. After death, what will happen to me? I will merge with Ishvara. So that is a popular idea. And so Shankaracharya is quietly saying that's a popular idea, but really speaking, it is yoga. It is separation. It is not merging. This whole exercise, I thought I was merging with Ishvara. You are telling me it is separation. Yeah, it is separation. It is separation because I never separated from Ishvara to begin with. Yeah, I have no choice. I can't separate from Ishvara just like that. And so both have been together all along. The only thing I can do is separate from my ignorance. I can separate from all the mamakara and abhimana, deha abhimana. I have taken myself to be this body, and so all I can do is the only choice I have is to use my knowledge to tell myself, I am not deha, asangoham. Deha is mine. Of course, it is mine. I have to take care of this body, but I am not the body. The baby is there with me. I have to take care of the baby. But however much you love the baby, you are not the baby. Same, this baby also has been coming along with me. And so I'm taking care of it. And how much ever I take care of it also wants to go its own way sometimes. And so whatever it is, I can't say I am this body. Okay. Therefore, viyogam eva sattam. Hey, even though this yoga is really a separation, dissociation of myself from all the wrong motions I have. That is yoga, really speaking. Still, it is called yoga. Okay, we saw that also. Then sarva anartha sanyoga viyoga lakshana hi ayam avastha yogina. Well, that's why it's called viyoga lakshana. The Shankaracharya says it two times. Two times he uses the word viyoga. And so lakshana means characterized by viyoga. This state, this particular exercise this culmination of this exercise is characterized by what? Viyoga, dissociation. Okay, dissociation of what? Of my association with anarthas. All the things I have got connected with already. And how do I dissociate from all the things I don't want? Anartha means whatever I don't want, a human being does not want, it's called anartha. Artha na vidyate. Yatra. Anartha. Because Purushartha is artha, kama, dharma, etc. So anartha, akama, adharma, all these things are all anartha. Amoksha also. Okay, so these are anartha. These are the things I don't want. And so how to dissociate from what I don't want? If this question is asked, see, when there are two separate things already, to begin with, they are separate. Okay. And there's a person that you had bad business relationship. You really have to stay away from that person. That person is going to ruin your life. So what do you say? I want to stay away from that person. That's it. Over. Our relationship is over. It's a friend. We were good friends, but now there's no way. I got ruined because of you, and we're going to go part ways. So I can stay away. I can dissociate from that person because both are separated to begin with. But for some reason they came together. No, I have to separate. So from that anartha, I can separate. So two things are separate, I can separate. Two coaches are put together like this, then I can separate them. They need to be separated out. We used to have trains, I don't know if you still do, and they all go, and then suddenly at one station, one part of the train will separate out because it's a separate coach that is going to another station. This rest of the train is going to Chennai, and this fellow will go off to Bangalore. And so they have to separate out somewhere, Katpadi or something. They will just separate. So they do all these tricks. So they separate like that. You can separate. Why you can separate? Because they were not together to begin with. They can never be together. They are always separate. It's joined. And so you can separate like that. But here it's a cognitive association. I got associated. Okay. I got associated with it by mistake. And the mistake can be corrected. When a mistake is corrected, it is called dissociation. So that is what we have to understand here. So I am avastha yoginaha. I am yoginaha avastha. Means that yogi's avastha, the state of that yogi, is described in this manner. Okay, then what? So that dissociation itself is called aikyam. Therefore, it's called yoga. Jiveshwara aikyam is never produced. Nasti akritaha kriten. Mandukya, Mundaka Upanishad. Parishalokan karmachitan nirvedamayat brahmanaha nasti akritaha kritena. What a statement the student makes, not the teacher. Student makes. So Pariksha Lokan, having analyzed one's experiences, then the person realizes, recognizes that karmana na mokshaha. Because karma is anityam, its result also has to be anityam. The guy figured it out without, just by being born in a culture like that, the guy figured it out. And then what? Nirveda mayat. That person gains dispassion. Dispassion means what? You know what Vairagyam definition is? I saw Swamiji's explanation somewhere in Brahma Sutram. Dispassion, we talk about Vairagyam. Means staying away from things. Don't eat all this. Just eat half a gulab jamun. Don't eat three. This is all Vairagyam, no? Means you don't fall for all these things. Vairagyam means he gave a beautiful definition. Seeing that there is no connection between what I want and what I'm doing is called Vairagyam. Seeing that there is no connection between what I want and what I'm actually doing now is called Vairagyam. I don't see a point in what I'm doing. Like that, if I get an idea, then that is called Vairagya. Okay. So that kind of therefore that is called dissociation. That dissociation, of course, jnanam is always there. Itself is called aikyam. Swami Paramarthanandaji gives an example. He says, it is like calling somebody Brihaspati. Brihaspati. Nee oru Brihaspati. Brihaspati means, Brihaspati is the guru of Indra. And actually, in local language, Brihaspati means Manda Buddhi. Nahi hai, you are Brihaspati. So it's not a compliment. So he's saying like that, this yoga is being called as yoga, it seems. So, Sarva Anartha Samyoga. We saw that. Iyam Avastha Yoginaha. Okay. See, yoga avidya adhyaropana varjita. That also we saw. Adhyaropana means adhyasa. I have projected Atma onto the body. Okay, that's called adhyaropana. Taken the body to be Atma, therefore I have limited myself. The true nature of Atma is not known to me. Therefore, that is avidya also. So that adhyaropana, which is due to avidya, avidya is there means I have to. Who am I? I have to know. I have to either know it correctly or I will know it wrongly. I will make a mistake. So that avidya janya adhyaropana varjita. Varjita. Then Swarupa Pratishtaha Atma. This we did not see last time. That Atma, here Atma means Jiva. The self is now Swarupa Pratishtaha. The Jiva is settled in Atma. Literal translation. Jiva is settled in Atma. Means what? Jiva was always settled in Atma. But now, Yoga Abhyasena, the Jiva knows very well that I am not the body, I am not Indriyani, I am not Manaha, I am not Buddhihi, I am not Shunyaha. But then who am I? Swarupa Pratishtaha. I know I exist. I can't be Shunya. How can I be Shunya? I have to exist first of all to say that I am Shunya. So I am Shunya is a very, what do you call that? Oxymoron. It's an oxymoron. Because I exist. I have to say, to argue that I am Shunya, I must exist. In fact, my mind must be alert also. It's a big argument it's going to be. And so I am not any of that. Then who am I? Swarupe pratishtaha iti. So that jiva knows I am now Atma. Jivasya swarupa. You can take Atma as jiva. And due to this particular exercise, after Shravanam and after Mananam, no new knowledge will be there. The knowledge is now fully assimilated. I am crystal clear about it. Swarupe pratishtaha. Means what? The jiva is abiding in its own nature. Atma is always abiding in its own nature. Atma doesn't have to be told, you're running away. No, Atma can't run away. Jiva has to be brought to its own nature, brought to recognize its own nature. Swarupa Pratishtha. Pratishtha means staying put in that knowledge. Just like any branch of knowledge, you take simple algebra and all that, clear. Whatever the way the math should be understood, you understand. That is the way it is here also. And so, like all along, I saw the snake. Now I've been told that it's a rope. Not I've been told. I've been told all right. But then I actually see that it is a rope. Shravanam is I'm told it's a rope. Then the Vikshepa and everything happens. Then immediately I see snake is gone. Snake is gone. Jagat is gone. All that remains is Brahma. Sarvam Brahmamayam. Sarvam Brahmamayam. Re Re. Sarvam Brahmamayam. Kim Vachaniyam. Kima Vachaniyam. He says, Sadashiva Brahmendra. Kim Vachaniyam. What can I say? Do I have any words to talk? Kim Vachaniyam. Kim Avachaniyam. We can talk a lot also. Beautiful song it is. Google it and see. And go to YouTube. And many people have sung this song. So there's a Sadashiva Brahmendra. And he lived only recently. So his Adhishtanam is there in Nerur. And which is close by. It's about 3-4 hours from Coimbatore. And he has written Bhaashyams, and he's written a Bhaashyam of Brahma Sutram also. So he's done a lot of work, but people don't know that he has done all this. Okay, people respect. People know Sadashiva Brahmendra, but they don't. His works are not that popular. But anyway, so his composition is that. So Brahma Makate, etc. You can see. The rest of the words, I think, we have explained here, right? So let us continue reading the Bhaashyam. Apramattaha. Apramattaha.
Apramattaha.
Pramadavarjitaha.
Pramadavarjitaha.
Samadhanam prati.
Samadhanam prati.
Nityam yatnavan.
Nityam yatnavan.
Tada.
Tada.
Tasmin kale.
Tasmin kale.
Yada eva.
Yada eva.
Pravritta yogaha.
Pravritta yogaha.
Bhavati.
Bhavati.
Iti samarthyat avagamyate.
Iti samarthyad avagamyate.
Now Bhagavan Shankaracharya is coming to the third quarter of the mantra, second half. Apramattaha tada bhavati yogo hi prabhavapyayo. Apramattaha is equal to pramada varjitaha. So varjitaha, rahitaha, bereft of, removed of, absent. When the pramada is absent. Pramada is a Sanskrit word which means carelessness. Carelessness, not paying attention. So when children are careless, in Sanskrit the word used is pramada. Anybody is careless. But in Tamil, the word has a different meaning. But here, pramada means, in Tamil, it means superlative, fantastic. Pramada means, wow, you've done a great job. Wow, how is the payasam? Pramada. Pramada means great. But here, it is not that meaning. Forget that meaning. Pramada means it's tragic. It's carelessness. It's just the lack of paying attention. It's that's not the way to do things. That kind of stuff. So here, apramattaha means carefully, carefully, and samadhanam prati, towards this yoga, samadhanam prati, because here samadhanam, shanti. The mind is told shanti, shantir bhavatu iti. So samadhanam prati, nityam yatnavan. Yatnavan, samadhanam prati yatnavan. Yatnavan means one who has yatna, one who has prayatna, one who is used to making an effort. Somebody has to make an effort. And all this one who never takes shortcuts. No, if I have to accomplish A, I have to do B, C, D, E, F, G. Everything I have to do. The shortcuts are all there, but that is not that is not going to take me anywhere. And so that person, Yatanavan, Nityam Yatanavan. Always the person is somebody who does the right thing. Whatever is to be done, the person does. And so Yatanavan, that is the meaning of Apramattaha. Carelessness means what? The tamas takes over. Tamas takes over and says, you know what? The mind just goes around. Is there any way to circumvent all these things? All the discomfort, all the inconvenience. Okay, it's one thing to do to say find a more efficient way to do. That's fine. But here there is no shortcut. Unfortunately, look at the irony. Is there a can you give me something simple? How do you do this? A meditation. I want to do meditation. I'm not able to sit properly. I'm not able. Mind is not concentration. Can you give me some tips? Can you? Is there a way to say? Can I keep thinking about something or the other and still meditate? Some shortcut. We need shortcuts, right? So here, because I will entertain thoughts that are connected with Paravidya, with Vedanta, with Brahma Vidya, with Atma Vidya, Jiveshwara Aikyam, and related subjects, everything, all the entire Shastram is there. And so that's why Apramattaha, look at that next one. Apramattaha tada. Tada is the next word in the Moolam. Tada. Tada means then. In Sanskrit, it means then. Shankaracharya is saying, Tasmin Kale. At that time means what time is? Time is constantly moving, okay? At that time means which time it is? And already the time clock is ticking, katakata, katakata. So, Tasmin Kale, Yada eva pravritta yoga. Or pravritta yoga. Pravritta yoga means pravrittaha yogaha yena. The one who has started this yoga abhyasa, started, pravritta, entered into, one who has started. Okay. See, okay, let's complete this sentence. Yada eva, that is the meaning of tada. That's what Shankaracharya is saying. At the time when the person has decided to begin this abhyasa, tada, okay, bhavati iti samadhyad avagamyate. Look at this. Must be careful, must be alert, vigilant. That's right. Okay. When should this guy be vigilant? After the person is in samadhi, nididhyasanam, he doesn't have to be vigilant because samadhi is accomplished. So therefore, it has to be only when the person enters into it, gets ready to do nididhyasana for some time. And so he's saying samathyat. Hey, by context, we have to understand that tada doesn't mean afterward. After everything is over, you give him an alert. So after the tornado comes, you give the tornado warning. Cyclone. Sometimes these days we are getting better at the cyclone warnings uh, and helping people to evacuate and all. But after everything is over, then you give some warnings and all. Now in Tamil Nadu, we do even better. After all floods are over, there is no news also. All the people are sitting in their offices, chief minister onwards, all the way to the district level offices. You ask the people in Chennai, they will tell you. And so that's a different level. But here, pravritta yoga. About before the person is starting, at that time, the person tells himself, the Upanishad is telling the person, apramattaha bhava or apramattaha saha yogi bhavati. That yogi is careful, alert. Careful means make sure all the preparations are done and just enjoy, invokes Ishvara's grace and then does the nididhyasanam. Okay. Samathyat. Samathyat means what? Based on context. Samarthya. Context is the samarthyam here. Not the samarthyam of the person. No. Samarthya means based on the context of what Yama is telling. From that context, we understand that apramattaha is referring to the advice given by Yama to the person who is about to begin this pravritta yoga. Okay? I hope you're following. And Shankara, that is one meaning Shankara is giving. One meaning. Another meaning also is going to give. We're going to see that. Let's read it. Yeah, Mahesh. Power is back. Good to have you. Nahi
Nahi
buddhyadi cheshta abhave
buddhyadi cheshta abhave
pramada sambhavaha asti
prasada pramada sambhavaha asti
tasmat
tasmat
prag eva
prag eva
buddhyadi cheshta.
buddhyadi cheshta
It's actually buddhyadi cheshta
buddhyadi cheshtam
uparamat
uparamat
apramadah
apramadah
vidhiyate
vidhiyate
अथवा
अथवा
यदा
यदा
इंद्रियाणां स्थिरा धारणा
इन्द्रियाणां स्थिरा धारणा
तदानीम् एव
तदानीम् एव
निरङ्कुशम्
निरङ्कुशम्
अप्रमत्तत्वम्
अप्रमत्तत्वम्
इति अतः
इति अतः
अभिधीयते
अभिधीयते
अप्रमत्तः तदा भवति इति.
अप्रमत्तः तदा भवति इति.
Yeah. That first meaning is not yet over. Okay, Shankaracharya is explaining what I already explained to you. Nahi buddhyadi cheshta abhave pramada sambhavaha bhavati. So he's saying this buddhyadi cheshta abhave. When that there is cheshta, the activity of the undesirable activity, unwanted activity of the mind, when it is not there, cheshta abhave, when it is not there, that person doesn't need any advice that you be careful, etc. Already that accomplishment is there. That's what he's saying. Buddhyadi cheshta abhave pramada sambhavaha nahi bhavati. Indeed, there is no problem. The problem is solved. So at that point, there's no, this advice is not appropriate. Tasmat prag eva. Therefore, what? Prag eva. Prag means what? Before. Samadhanat prag eva. Didhyasanat prag eva. Yogat prag eva. Before yoga, before entering into yoga itself, prag eva. Buddhyadi cheshta uparamat apramadaha vidhiyate. So, this cheshta. So, buddhyadi cheshta uparamat prag. That's how the prag has to go with that next word. Before the mind becomes calm in this particular state, enjoying the Brahma Vidya Vritti, before that accomplishment, before itself, apramadaha vidhiyate. Vidhiyate means commanded, mandated, because the bhavati, Shankaracharya is interpreting as bhavet vidhiling. So vidhiling means a mandate. May you be careful. May you do it slowly. May you understand that there are a lot of obstacles in this particular exercise, okay, in this particular yoga, and therefore be careful. Don't take anything for granted. Small things can become big. Okay, we saw one thing there. Let's see if it's, yeah. So laye sambodhayet chittam vikshiptam. So all kinds of things can happen. Even if there is no noise outside, you made sure you got up in the morning at 5 when everybody is sleeping, and so it will be quiet. Yes, it is quiet, all right. Some noise can come. That is when somebody comes in this motorcycle, and it comes in the motorcycle and parks. Good, 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 good. And for him, it's a thrill, and everybody is sleeping. Okay, so that's the time it comes. Anything can happen. Or if all those external noises are all not there, then this sakashayam vijaniyat will come. All these hidden emotional issues are all there, and unresolved issues. It will quietly come up and then create some fear. Suddenly, some fear is there, and you wonder, where is this fear coming from? That unresolved emotions are all there. Some thought comes and it makes you sad, and you wonder what happened. And then some things start happening. Okay? That emotion gets released. Therefore, be careful. All these things will be there. You don't need to resist anything, but be aware that all these things can happen. And once all those things are processed, then it becomes natural. Okay? So much is there in this. And so, tasmat prageva buddhyadi cheshta uparamat prag. That's the way to read it. In Sanskrit, prag always goes with a panchami vibhakti. Paramat prak. Before that, apramadaha vidhiyate. This apramada, this statement apramattaha, be careful. The statement be cautious, be vigilant, be alert, is vidhiyate, is mandated before the start of this exercise. Okay, that we understand. Athava. There's another interpretation we can make from this also. What is the other interpretation? Yada eva indriyanam sthira dharana. Okay, when at the culmination of this nididhyasana, when the mind is calm and it's recalling all the Mahavakyas, it studied all the tattvams, all the things that really made a difference to your vision. And so much we have studied in Bhagavad Gita and Upanishads. So when when the mind is enjoying that vision, okay, not a thoughtless mind, we said. Thoughtless mind also is there, but thoughtless mind is not going to give me moksha. Thoughtless mind is a great experience to have. Great experience to have. You can have any time. So that is okay, but we go beyond that. Okay, because the jnana nishta is required. Jnana nishta. And so at that time, yada eva indriyanam sthira dharana. prapta, when this exercise is completed or it's going on, ongoing, okay, tadani meva, at that time, okay. So, like in that Bhagavad Gita, sloka number 6th chapter, make a note of this. I think it's 19. This 1 and 2 in Sanskrit, Devanagari, I never able to make out which one is 1 and which is 2. I have to change it. And so I think it's 19. Okay. Yatha deepo nivatastaha nengate sopama smrita. Correct? So you saw that example Krishna gave. Yatha deepo nivatastaha. So nengate sopama smrita. When there is a lamp that you kept a lamp. And right on top of the lamp, you will not turn the fan on because the lamp will could get extinguished, and you don't want that to happen. And so either you do that or you put it in an enclosure. Yatha deepo nivatastaha. Just like a lamp, just like the flame of the lamp, which is free from these kinds of distractions, like the wind and all that. Na ingate, just doesn't shake at all. Doesn't shake at all. The flame is just like that. It's almost as though you wonder, hey, is this a bulb or is it a flame? Like that doubt you get, And so, Nengate sopamasprita. Upamasprita means Krishna is saying, we remember this particular example, like that he's saying. This particular analogy, simile, like that he said there. Yoginaha yatachittasya yunjate yogam atmanaha. There he uses the word yogam. Yoginaha, Shankaracharya's word Yoginaha, is all there in that shloka. So 619 of the Bhagavad Gita comes to our mind. Tadani meva nirankusham. Okay. Nirankusham apramattatvam. So apramattatvam, that quietude. Okay. Here apramattatvam is again alertness, is enjoying the highest state of alertness. Look at that. Okay, Nirankusham means highest state, best, okay, superlative, okay, unimpeded, unfettered, and just natural. Like you see the river flowing naturally, and it's just speed, and that's how natural this is. And that natural apramattattvam, alertness is there. That means what? This guy is not sleeping at tirthaha. So not sleeping, because sleeping also you don't know. Until the guy starts snoring, you don't know whether this guy is meditating or sleeping. And so, but here, alertness. Alertness is there. Full alertness. Okay. So, iti. Okay, that's what he's saying. Iti ataha abhidiyate apramattaha tada bhavati iti. Tada bhavati iti abhidiyate. So in that state that is why Yama is calling that state as apramattaha tada, means at the conclusion of this exercise. Before, at the start of this exercise, it's an advice given. Bhavet, bhavati should be read as bhavet, vidhiling. Advice given to the meditator. Towards the conclusion, you can bhavati, apramattaha bhavati. That person is in the state of complete alertness, awareness. And so, that is what Shankara is saying here. So, Athava, two interpretations we saw of that apramattaha tada bhavati. And then, now Shankara is going to explain that last part. Let's read that. Kutaha.
Kutaha.
Kutaha, or we can say kutaha? Question mark, Yogaha hi.
Yogaha hi.
Yasmat.
Yasmat.
Prabhavapyayau.
Prabhavapyayau.
Upajana apaya,
Upajana apaya.
dharmakaha,
Dharmakaha.
the arthaha,
Itti ardaha.
ataha,
Ataha.
apaya pariharaya,
Apaya pariharaya.
apramadaha kartavyaha,
Apramadaha kartavyaha.
iti abhiprayaha.
Iti abhiprayaha.
Kutaha. Kutaha. Shankaracharya is asking. Kutaha means kimartham. Kimartham means why? Why this advice is given? Why this apramata is so important here? At least in the form of an advice. That first interpretation. Why should the person be given this advice to be alert, be careful, etc.? Well, yogaha hi yasmat prabhavapyayo. Prabhaya, because yasmat means because this yoga has a particular characteristic. And what is that? Prabhavapyayo. Shankaracharya is saying is equal to upajana apaya dharmakaha. Dharmakaha. That yoga, this particular nididhyasanam, any meditation for that matter, has this particular dharma, this particular characteristic. Okay, what is that characteristic? Upajana apaya. Upajana means coming into being, being born, arising, and apaya. Apaya means disappearing, vanishing, disintegrating. Okay, going, that kind of meaning is there. Something is rising and going off, rising and going. What is rising and going? That yoga, that concentration, that focus, that samadhanam. Okay, and that is how it is. The concentration is there. That dharana, indriya dharanam is there. Okay, buddhi cheta abhavaha is there. Or the cheta is there only as far as the Mahavakyas is there. So it's going very well. But then what happens? Suddenly something else happens. And you won't know also that something else happened. That also is a problem. See, if you know immediately, you can come back, but you will not know. And then half an hour later, you wonder what happened. What Nididhyasanam I did? I was thinking about my children's what? College admissions, marriage. All these things are there. It's going to be there. It's not going to leave us. And you figure, you would think, what Nididhyasana I did half an hour over. Alarm has rung also. And so, just 29 minutes ago, it was good. But after that, it's all gone. So that is how it is. Upajana apaya. Upajana apaya. Periodically, I'll come back to it. I'll remind myself that I have to come back. So, that's the nature. Dharmakaha asti yogaha upajana apaya dharmakaha is the meaning of prabhavapyayo, dvitiya vibhakti. And sorry, not dvitiya vibhakti. Prathama vibhakti dvivachana. That's what it is. And so all these things are there. Anything can disturb. The crow is there. We enjoy crows here because crows are not there anywhere. So when you hear the crows, kaka, then we actually enjoy it. We enjoy the sound. He's trying to tell us something. And maybe he's saying, come on, keep going. Yeah, I'm listening to your talk. And I also want to listen. Go, keep going. Like that, the crow is telling. So, but then during meditation, when the crow comes, then what does the crow do? It throws away my concentration. That's all the crow can do. And so, this is the nature. Ataha. Therefore, apaya parihara. Yeah. For stopping this apaya. Apaya means what? Going away. The concentration goes away. And so to prevent that action from happening. Apaya parihara. Parihara means prevention of this apaya. Prevention of the lack of concentration. Prevention of the concentration dissipating. Okay, that's a literal translation there. Apramadaha kartavyaha iti abhiprayaha. The meaning is, people have known, our rishis have worked on it. And so the meaning of that statement is that apramadaha kartavyaha. Be careful. Just be alert. Don't take anything for that. And because all these things are there, Mandukya Karika 3.44. So Laye Sambodhayet Chittam. Laye Sambodhayet Chittam. There's another obstacle in this dhyan. And Gaudapada says Laya is a problem. Laya means sleep. Sleep. Sleep will come because all night long we've been tossing and turning. And this is the best time. The body says, wow, this is the good. What? No medicine is needed. All this medicine is not needed at all. Without medicine, I can go to sleep. So perfect time. Laye. When what happens? When Laya comes, Sambodhayet. Wake up. Wake up. What else can you do? What else can you do? So wake up. Sambodhayet. Chittam. That mind. Wake up the sleeping mind. Laye Sambodhayet Chittam. Vikshiptam Shamayet Punaha. Vikshiptam Shamayet Punaha. Well, what if the mind is not sleeping, but the mind is just roaming all over? Vikshiptam, thinking of things that now is not the time to think about. Then Vikshiptam Manaha, what do you do? Shamayet, calm down. Calm the mind down. You can never fight the mind. Never, you have to calm it down. Just like the child. Child has to be calmed down. Otherwise, it can never be calm. And that requires a particular skill. So same thing. Shamayet Punaha. Then Sakashayam Vijaniyat. All that is beautiful. Sakashayam Vijaniya means what? May you understand that the unknown factors will come out of the subconscious and it will come and bother you, depending on whatever our past background is. And so let it come. Samapraptam na chalaye. So Sakashayam Vijaniyat means may you understand that all these hidden emotions will come out. Don't do anything about it. Just let it come out. Don't worry, oh, all these things are happening. No, it can be disturbing also. Can be disturbing. Be happy that it's happening. Correct? Some unknown factors are coming, sadness is coming, fear is coming, sudden frustrations are there. And then I don't know why. Because there is nothing to be afraid of. Why I'm afraid of now? Yeah, that's from childhood. All the baggage is there. And all that has to be released somehow or the other, sometime or the other. Now is the best time. It will come. Sakashayam Vijaniyat. Gaudapada is saying, Shankaracharya's guru is saying this. I mean, guru's guru is saying this. Okay. So they know it. They know it. Samapraptam na chalayet. All right. That's fine. And in that Mandukya Karika, one more statement. Naswadayet. Naswadayet. 3.45. Because that experience is very desirable experience, So he says, Naswadaye, don't taste that experience. Let it happen. Let it happen and let it be a good experience. Fine. But don't get addicted to it because the thoughtlessness is not the goal. Thoughtlessness is a very desirable experience, but it's not the goal. Did I understand the Mahavakyam or not? Nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitra miha vidyate. Krishna had already said that in the Bhagavad Gita, 4th chapter. So jnanam, do I have the jnanam or not? Yes, I do. Do I have jnana nishta? Yeah, I want jnana nishta. Therefore, that must be the goal. That is how the discussion goes. So very beautiful shlokas, these two. Good opportunity for us to review.
Mandukya, can you repeat what the number was?
Yeah, it is 3.45 and 4.4. The first one is 4.4, second was 4.5. It's all there in advaitasharada.net. But there you won't have translations. So you have to go to upasanayoga.org. So there he is given translation. All right. So this mantra and the previous mantra is talking about Samadhi Abhyasa Rupa Nididhyasa. A Nididhyasana which takes the form of Samadhi, means sitting quietly, meditating over the teachings. That's what this is talking. All right. Anvaya. Then within brackets, Ukta Lakshanam. Okay, actually, yeah, Ukta Lakshanam, you can say that was said by Maniprabha, I think. And Idrishim, you can say. Tam Idrishim. Idrishim means like what was said in the previous mantra. Tam Uktalakshanam or Idrishim Uktalakshanam. Uktalakshanam is that which was described in the previous mantra. Uktam means told. Sthiram Indriya Dharanam. Then within brackets, Yoginaha. Okay, Yogam iti manyante. Full stop. Okay, full stop. Next, Tada Yogi in brackets. Tada Yogi Apramattaha Bhavati. Full stop. So this would be what interpretation? Interpretation number 1 or 2? Two. Tada yogi apramattaha bhavati. Bhavati. Correct? Tada yogi apramattaha bhavati. Full stop. Yogaha hi prabhavapyayau bhavati. Asti is better. Yogaha hi prabhavapyayau asti. And Paramarthanandaji says prabhavapyaya yuktaha. Because yoga is singular, and prabhavapyayau is dual. And so yogaha hi prabhavapyayau is molam. Leave it like that. Prabhavapyaya yuktaha means it is characterized. The nature of yoga is up and down. That is the nature of yoga or nature of concentration. Prabhavapyaya yuktaha. And then asti. It takes scratch of asti. Paramarthanandaji says prapnoti. Prapnoti. And then Maniprabha says bhajate. Prabhavapyayo bhajate. Bhajate means, again, that's the nature of yoga. Some alternatives we're giving. Okay, so let's read this again. Tam idrishim ukta lakshanam sthiram indriyadharanam yoginaha yogam iti manyante. Tada yogi apramattaha bhavati. Yogaha hi prabhavapyayau prapnoti or prabhavapyayau bhajate. He means because. He means what? Because. Why all this advice is to be given? Because yoga is of that nature. All right. Next. Next is very interesting. Everything is interesting, but next also is interesting. All right. Let's read the Bhaashyam. Sambandha Bhaashyam to Mantra. Okay. Buddhyadi
बुद्ध्यादि
cheshta vishayam ched
चेष्टा विषयं चेद्
brahma idam tad iti
ब्रह्म इदं तदिति
visheshataha
विशेषतः
गृह्येत
गृह्येत
बुद्ध्यादि उपरमे च
बुद्ध्यादि उपरमे च
ग्रहण कारण अभावात्
ग्रहण कारण अभावात्
अनुपलभ्यमानम्
अनुपलभ्यमानम्
न अस्ति एव
न अस्ति एव
ब्रह्म.
ब्रह्म.
Yeah. So now the Shankaracharya is raising an objection, and the next mantra would be an answer to that objection. And Brahma is what? Avyakto yam achintyo yam avikaryo yam uchyate. Then ashabdam asparsham arupam avyayam. We saw in Kathopanishad itself. And it has no rupa, no shabda, no sparsha, nothing it has. It is nirgunam. Okay, Bhagavad Gita also. Okay, nirgunam, all right. Avyaktam, unmanifest, means it's not there. There is no object at all. And achintyam also. Avyaktoyam, achintyoyam. At least I should be able to think about it. I can conceptualize. I'm okay. I can conceptualize a few things. But he says achintyoyam, vyaktoyam, achintyoyam, avikaryoyam uchyate. So this is the nature of Brahma we are talking about. And so you've given that warning before itself. And now my karma is I have to come and study this. So I ended up in this class also. And the clock is also ticking. And my family members are asking me what's going on. And I can't even express these things properly. I don't know how Guruji does all these things, but I'm not able to get it out. I can't communicate. After years of studying, still I can't communicate to my family members. I'm not able to convince them that this is actually good. You also must study, but you also must study. I am not able to get the words to make them also study this. Because I have to have company, I only study what is use. And so this is the problem with this Brahma, which is incomprehensible. And even after many years, I'm not able to comprehend. And so that is the case. And not only that, in this kind of nididhyasanam, what immediately happens is I snore a lot also. People are telling me you're snoring. Is this what you're attending these classes for? You get good sleep? Did you? That's one thing good. You have improved. One thing you have improved. Previously, you were complaining that you could not sleep. Now you're not complaining. That improvement has happened in the last so many years. And so, therefore, Brahman doesn't exist. This is all a big game that somebody is playing on me. We already Achintyam and all, Krishna only has said. And Brahma doesn't, Brahma nasti. That is the conclusion I'm coming to. That's the conclusion I have to come to. And so, and all many philosophers also say that. Many Buddhas say that Brahma Shunyam. Buddhas are famous people. Go to America and they love Buddha. They love Buddha, I tell you. They will have this statue of Buddha wherever you go. And somehow Buddhism has become very famous. Very, very famous. Many factors for that. But just because of this view that this man is meditating, and so that meditation everybody likes, therefore Buddhism is great. And it is great, no doubt. And so, but what does Buddhism say? Shunyaha. I don't exist. No, Brahma doesn't exist. I'm inclined to believe that, in fact, after all this study. That's what I believe. And scholars refuse to believe the existence of Nirgunam Brahma. Sagunam Brahma is believable. Dvaita, Sagunam Brahma. Dvaita, Sagunam Brahma. They also say Brahman exists, but Sagunam Brahma only exists. And to that Sagunam Brahma, who is Vishnu, I can appreciate that. A lot of stories are there to believe. And so Vishnu, of course, existed. Who can say no to Vishnu? That I can believe. Therefore, this is too much for me to handle. I'm not getting anything out of it. Okay. This Nirgunam Brahma is a fake. Long before all these fake videos came, our rishis figured out that this is one good way to keep these guys going. Okay, fake. And so, like that, the discussion goes. And so he's saying, look at that. Nasti eva Brahma is towards the end what we chanted. Nasti eva Brahma. Brahma nasti eva. Brahma doesn't exist at all. And so, that's the introduction Shankaracharya is giving to the next mantra, Naiva Vacha, Namanasa, etc. So we will continue this beautiful discussion in the next class. Om Apadamapahartaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Shriramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham Kale Varshatu Parjanyah पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ